Wetnet, true monitoring of water networks. Wetnet is an effective monitoring system that serves to reduce leakage from the aqueducts to a minimum and facilitates repairs in case of breakage. This innovative system uses a number of sensors installed along the water pipeline network. The sensors analyze data fed to the remote control system, where, on a map of the area, the points and orientations of water flow are established. Wetnet has already been extensively tested in the Pisa district with excellent results, and the area monitored is being broadened to extend beyond the city limits. The Wetnet flow meter bases its action on the innovative method used to measure hydraulic pressure. The force exercised by the water is read by a metering cylinder installed on the sensor, which is fitted inside the pipeline. Installing the sensor is a very simple operation and can be done without interrupting the flow. Installation of the device requires the application of a jack on which a special inserter is screwed. To insert the sensor in the pipeline, the lock ring on the inserter is loosened and the metering device is inserted to the position in which the seal is guaranteed. The valve is opened and then closed again after letting the water enter the inserter chamber. Before positioning the sensor definitively in place, the elements of force must be reset to 0 so as to give the meter a null value. After that, the valve can be reopened and the sensor pushed inside the pipeline to the required depth. The lock ring and safety cap can then be tightened definitively. At this point, the insertion of the sensor can be considered complete, and it will be possible to start to acquire and transmit measurements. A cluster of sensors supplying the whole district makes it possible to determine the amount of water being consumed with a simple in-out balance, and in particular, analyzing the amount of water moving through the pipeline at night. Any hidden leaks can be calculated statistically through the analysis of the nocturnal minimum, and Wetnet is able to estimate it. Every day, Wetnet supervisor analyzes the nocturnal minimum and reports any leaks that occur. The Wetnet system continuously validates the data from the field, identifying any instrumental malfunctions in real time and ascertaining the validity of the balances calculated. Wetnet supervisor reads data via ODBC from all SCADA using standard protocols. In this way, Wetnet supervisor automatically identifies the malfunctions on the line and sends a brief message to the users associated with that district via text or email, indicating the type of event and its variation, the delta, district, date, length of time, the variable analyzed, and the current reference value. The system ensures efficient interaction between monitoring leaks and a rapid activation of repair squads, which have a valid aid in Wetnet when it comes to acting rapidly and with precision. The result of the operation should not be considered only as a mode of conservation of the water resource. However, because Wetnet also monitors the energy associated with the water flow and makes it possible to determine in kilowatt hours or TEP the total quantity of energy wasted through the leaks. As things now stand, on the other hand, certain leaks could remain hidden indefinitely and never be identified. Wetnet Supervisor is an open-source software program, usable with a simple internet connection and a common browser. The European Community Project, Wetnet ECO 12-332771, is co-financed by the Eco Innovation Initiative, managed by the Community Executive Agency for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises, EASME. The beneficiary of the project is Bre Elettronica SRL. Other partners are Ingegnerie Toscane, Bimatic, and Istituto Tecnologico di Galizia.